We mentioned them in passing. The Cincinnati Bengals. They're playing the Chargers. Burrow versus Herbert. Same draft class.
This game is going to be awesome.
This game is going to be dope. Why didn't that get flexed into Sunday Night Football? I don't know. They're giving us Chiefs Broncos. Not exactly.
Like, can we we always just got to put Mahomes on TV? Like,
Yo, I said I felt like this is a loser leaves town match. You gave me some pushback. Why?
well, both teams are over 500. It's still early December. Like, that extra week gives some flexibility. And I just think the AFC is so crowded. And with the extra seed, like, to me, if you're going to be out of the playoff hunt, you got to be like 2 games under 500. So it's an important game, obviously. But I don't think like a team's done if they lose this.
Right.
Like Bengals are in pretty good shape right now.
They're 7-4.
Yeah.
Maybe the Chargers.
It'd be a concern. It'd be a concern with the Chargers, but like they're not out of it if they lose.
What do you see in these two quarterbacks? How about this? I've been having this debate with Dunbar. He's been on the show a bunch. Herbert versus Burrow. Where are you on them?
Well, Herbert's a clearly superior player.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I think Herbert is the better talent.
Yeah.
However, we used to always say the same thing, like Peyton and Manning. Like early on, it's like, Peyton Manning, they're going to play each other so many times.
And
Peyton
Manning Brady.
Oh, I said Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
My
I
God.
don't know if you're doing Peyton Eli, but
No. I mean, Eli's clearly the better Manning, but that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
No, Peyton, yes, Peyton and Brady,
Yeah.
right? Peyton, you would always say, has all the better skills, right? And then Brady was just the better winner.
Right.
I kind of feel that might be the thing with these two guys, too.
Burrow's had some rough performances, though.
Yeah.
I thought the Packers game kind of fell on him. The Browns debacle, he made some careless play. Like, Burrow could get reckless. And I think he has the better offense. He has a better coaching staff right now. Like, to me, the Chargers, as exciting as it was, and their roster does have star talent, there are holes there. And I really question their coaching. Like, Joe Lombardi's getting a lot of heat. It's just if Mike Williams can't get open enough, they just have no vertical threat. Well, with the Bengals, like, they have a top 5 trio at receiver, and they have a running back that he's playing a top 5 level right now. Like, I always loved Joe Mixon as a player. It's just injuries, bad offensive line, fumbles,
Stacked boxes.
Yeah, but like with Joe Mixon now, he's putting it all together. So to me, Cincinnati, they've really assembled a good roster, and the coaching staff's just making it work because their offensive line's not very good, but they're just patching it up. And I think Burrow definitely has the much better infrastructure around them. But when you look at like just overall quarterback play, like Herbert's just spectacular.
I think the emergence of how good Chase has been this year and Mixon really becoming like a stud running back. The knock on Mixon was always that like he was like super over. Again, my chair is just magically just dropping. Like, what is going on? But I think Mixon, man, I've always been a Mixon guy. I think you need to factor in he never had an offense like this around them. Like, they just got Higgins and Chase last year.
Right.
Like, both of them together, right? They didn't have Burrow. Was always facing 8-man boxes. They'd always stack. He was always like the running back that would get 28 carries for 70 yards.
Conservative coaching staff from Marvin Lewis. So now we don't know much about Zach Taylor, but Zach Taylor, he's quietly building something there.
He is, yeah. And he came from McVay, the coaching tree, and like, the offensive genius kind of thing. I don't know if I'd go that far, but look, I think Burrow might end up being the guy that like wins more because of the team around him.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think of Cincinnati like that, right? But you probably also felt the same way about the Patriots before like Brady got there.
We'll give the Chargers time. Like I think right now they're flawed, but like we'll see no off season or two. Like it's still the early stages.
Well, I think these two teams are going to be a force because you have a 2 to 3 year window where you're going to be having quarterbacks on a $12 million salary.
Right.
So you could take advantage of it now. I think these two teams next year, based on what they do this offseason, are going to be a problem because they're already a problem now. Like, they're not easy outs.
Yeah.
Like, all the games the Chargers have played, with the exception being this last one against Denver, in-division opponent, they've been getting dominated by the Broncos last couple of years. I think this is a matchup where I expect fireworks, man.
Yeah.
This Chargers and Bengals. It's going to be fun. I think Burrow and Herbert are going to get elevated by the other one. Everyone's going to be talking about that draft class, both guys. And I'm excited for it. I do think the Bengals, because their defense is better, I give them an edge. But again, I just think Herbert is the type of dude that we saw him go into Kansas City and dominate that game, win that game. He's the kind of guy that could go into any building and just like win.
Right. He's got the talent, and I think also he just makes throws you don't see quarterbacks make. Like there was a throw against Pittsburgh he made. It was like 40 yards down. He just straight laced it down the seam. Like it's just some of these quarterbacks have spectacular arms, and I think the one knock on Burrow, he doesn't have the greatest arm strength. Even though he did throw a nice bomb to Higgins, and they could go like those Bengal receivers go get it. Like all three of them. Like even though Boyd's kind of a slot possession, he's very aggressive. So I'm really like I know I was downplaying the Bengals during the season, but I'm thoroughly impressed by them. And even though defensively they don't have a lot of big names, they seem to be well coached. Like they're getting the most out of Eli Apple. Awuzie's having a career year. You have Sam Hubbard nearing 10 sacks. Hendrickson signs look fantastic. Like a lot of things are coming together, and like I'm pretty confident. I'm going to go with the Bengals here. Like I think one of the biggest things I think they're going to do is control time possession, especially with Mixon. Like they're going to run the ball down,
and they'll be able to.
Yeah, like the Chargers defense has just not played well. So I'm going to go, and it's just you also have to look at the 1 o'clock time slot. You always never know with the West Coast teams.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Yeah,
Good call.
Yeah, I'm going to. Like, yeah, I never want to roll out the Chargers just because of how much I appreciate Herbert and that Bengals O-line. Like Joey Bosa could single-handedly wreck that game too. You never know with Derwin James factor. But I'm going to ride the Bengals. They're the better team.
I'm glad you mentioned Derwin James because dude is having a hell of a year.
Oh, man, that pick on Drew Lock.
Yeah, but he's just so fun to watch, man. Just a game wrecker, too.
He's healthy. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals, too.
Right.
I can't get the Chargers right. Like, they're just a team that they just continue to let you down in spots you think that they're going to win.
They're kind of soft in the trenches, similar to other LA team, and Bengals are going to get after you in the trenches.
That's that LA vibe, bro.
Yeah.